Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Tuesday, the 25th of January. Once again, parts of Alabama are going to see some snow late tonight, tomorrow morning. How much? Who gets it? Let's take a look. Let's go right to the Skycam shots around the network this morning. First off, coming from Trussville. I think that picture sums up the day. Just cloudy and wet. Widespread rain across the northern part of the state. Light rain. The camera at Mount Cheahaw looks the same. And the camera from Clanton looks the same. Hard to get away from the rain across the northern half of the state today. Here's our upper trough coming in here, and you can see convection firing down there in the Gulf. Might be some severe weather issues for parts of central and south Florida tonight with this feature. Little dry slot working into Mississippi and Louisiana, and the upper low, the trough, producing a bit of light snow through parts of North Texas and Oklahoma. Temperatures going nowhere today with clouds and rain. 37 for Gadsden, light rain falling. Birmingham at 41. The warm spot there, Montgomery at 47, where they've got some a dry slot. They've got a break in the rain down there. And there you go. Just rain. What can you say? It's not showers. That's rain. North of U.S. 80. We'll check the look there coming from the surface analysis, and again, you can see that the surface low as of late this morning is centered really right around New Orleans, a little farther north. It seems like the upper air and surface features are developing a little farther north in guidance, and that'll make us adjust the forecast a little bit. Good rains are falling, again, over North Mississippi, North Alabama, Tennessee. Thunderstorms off to the east over parts of the Florida Panhandle. And again, back in Texas, a bit of light snow falling out there. Here's our watch warning map, winter weather advisories, winter storm watches and warnings all the way from Memphis and Huntsville all the way up to Boston. And we'll check the QPF chart, overall precipitation expected for the next 5 days, valid through Sunday morning. And all of this is through tomorrow morning, since we should be dry after midday tomorrow. 1.5 inches, North Mississippi and parts of Tennessee. And a little lighter to the south of that. Let's just get right in there and take a look. We'll check the GFS. I'm sorry, this is the NAM. I think this has done a little better job with this. This is valid at 6 o'clock this evening. It's got the surface low to the south of Panama City. And again, it looks like all the models are going to be a little too far south with that surface low. The potential rain-snow line up around the shoals with heavier snow perhaps around Memphis and Jackson, Tennessee. We'll go to midnight tonight, surface low moving northeast, potential rain-snow line dropping south. The really deeper moisture is farther north over Tennessee and Kentucky. 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, pretty much the same deal. The thing is winding down. We've got cold air advection, and there's no doubt there could be some snow down to Interstate 20, but more and more it looks like the really deeper moisture will be a little north of here, and there's noon, and the whole thing is winding down for us, still snowing over East Tennessee, East Kentucky, and points northeast. Here's the latest look at the upper low. This is the projection at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning coming off the NAM, and it's got the upper low centered near Chattanooga, a little farther north than recent runs. So again, with the observations suggesting that the features might be a little farther north, we'll have to think about adjusting the snow map a little farther north. This is the snow accumulation coming off the NAM. And you can see the big snows are up there in Tennessee and Kentucky. This is off the GFS, pretty much the same deal. Very good model agreement. And the RPM. And again, it looks less snowy for North Alabama. Now remember, there's not a whole lot of skill with these upper lows, but again, considering that what we've got on the board now, we can actually look at this thing. We'll adjust all the lines a little farther north. We'll say 2 to 4 inches, mainly up in Tennessee and maybe extreme North Alabama. Huntsville, Florence, we bent that line down a little bit to account for Lookout Mountain. And like we've said all along, the heavier totals will be across high terrain, mainly above 1,000 feet. To the south, dusting to 1 inch on the grass. Jasper, Double Springs, Haleyville, Hamilton, Cullman, Gadsden, and a few snowflakes for Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston. And again, somebody might see a little bit on the grass and rain to the south. And keep in mind, through all of this, temperatures will be above freezing, so we just don't expect any major driving issues. The roads ought to be just wet tomorrow morning. So I think most folks in our television market go to work, go to school. The serious issues will be way up north in this case. But remember, inevitably there will be a surprise. And tomorrow morning we'll find out what it is, but that's the way it looks now. And again, at midday tomorrow, it's all gone. We'll go to Thursday. It'll be a cool and dry day where the snow does get down. It's not going to stay there for a really long period of time. And again, the guidance coming in with a high Thursday now close to 50. Friday, lots of sunshine, mid-50s. Saturday, starting off the weekend, will stay in the 50s. Not, the model this morning had a high of 60. Now it's got 55, and I think that's more like it. And then on Sunday, pretty much the same deal. A cold high trying to nose in. It might be a few degrees cooler, but still, we're talking highs mostly in the 50s over the weekend, and the weekend looks dry. Monday of next week, look at that 1,044 millibar high nosing in here. That's a week from today. Getting colder. Look at the impulse to the west, and here comes our Groundhog Day setup. And this is a week from tomorrow, the 2nd of February. Trough axis to the west. Surface low coming out of the Gulf. Snowstorm, North Alabama, Tennessee. That's a classic look. But still, this is 8 days out there, so it's voodoo. Anything beyond 7 is that. But tomorrow we'll see if it's been there for 2 weeks on the GFS. But, it's going to vary from run to run, and we all know that. But the consistency has been amazing. And finally, on the 10th, still looks cold for the east. Look at the vortex over Hudson Bay. And again, pretty cold air covers much of the eastern half of the nation. And even that's suggesting maybe a flirt there with ice or snow or something. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.